This is the City Commission for Neighbors Meeting Action Roundup for August 15th, 2023. This was a City Commission regular meeting on August 15th, 2023. All 9 City Commissioners were present for this meeting. Ordinance Introduction. These come back to the Commission at a future meeting for a final vote. This ordinance would revise our urban livestock ordinance to allow neighbors inside the city limits to keep honeybees, ducks, and quail. Leading up to this ordinance introduction, the city offered surveys to collect neighbor feedback about these issues and received hundreds of responses. The survey reports and much more information can be found as attachments to the agenda item on the August 15th City Commission regular meeting agenda. This ordinance introduction was approved 8-1, with Vice Mayor Sophia voting no. This ordinance would remove a chapter for a Parks and Recreation Advisory Board, a board originally established in the 1970s, which has not been active for over 25 years. This ordinance introduction was approved 9-0. Consent Agenda. The consent agenda for August 15th included minutes from a previous meeting, the ambulance report for July 2023, the city manager's report for the evening, and resolutions 207 to 213. Briefly, the resolutions on the consent agenda offer consideration of the following. Resolution 207. Consider reappointing Paul Eklund and Mark Woodford to the Battle Creek Transit Local Advisory Council. Resolution 208. Consider reappointing Mallory Avis, Paul Eklund, Mary Frisbee, Rhonda Ostrander-Cook, Andy Tilma, and Mark Woodford to the Battle Creek Transit Local Coordinating Council. Resolution 209. Consider reappointing Benita Simmons to the Battle Creek Housing Commission. Resolution 210. Consider appointing Aaron Kuhn, Assistant Revenue Services Director, to replace Linda Morrison, Revenue Services Director, to the Building Authority Board of Commissioners. Resolution 211. Consider reappointing Kathy Zenda Wilson to the Human Relations Board. Resolution 212. Consider accepting the best value proposal for fiber optic cable in Claude Evans Park for up to $64,580. The city is currently working on the design for a project to improve Claude Evans, including Wi-Fi service, prompted in part by the need to upgrade a sewer pipe that runs under the park. Resolution 213. Consider authorizing additional engineering services for the City Hall retaining wall replacement project for up to $16,400. This is an American Rescue Plan Act funded project to improve and protect the City Hall infrastructure and is currently underway. This consideration of extra services is due to changes that came up outside of the original scope of work. The consent agenda was approved 9-0. Regular resolutions. Resolution 214. Consider authorization for City Fire Lieutenant Jeremy Pratt to buy 12 months of military time to increase his service credit toward retirement. We have a city policy about doing this, and Lieutenant Pratt's request fits within that policy. This would allow him to retire in 2036 with 25 years of service. This resolution was approved 9-0. Resolution 215. Consider accepting the lowest responsive and responsible bid for our upcoming City Hall renovation project for up to just under $1.3 million. This is a project to upgrade and improve our first floor so that we can provide better customer service for neighbors and a better workspace for our staff. This resolution was approved 9-0. Resolution 216. Consider a contract between the city and the Michigan Department of Transportation to mill and repave Capitol Avenue from Rebecca Road to Van Buren Street. The cost estimate for this is about $2.1 million. This would happen later in the construction season after the Capitol Avenue Southwest Bridge reopens. This resolution was approved 9-0. Resolution 217. Consider a contract between the city and the Michigan Department of Transportation as a sponsor for us to receive a federal grant that provides funding for local airports. This grant will help us update our airport layout plan, and our share is $33,715 of a total $653,000 project. This resolution was approved 9-0. Resolution 218. Consider an item postponed from June when the Commission asked staff to get additional feedback from contractors. This would update our building permit fee structure to move away from the current square foot model and move to a value-based model. Among other reasons, some goals of this change would be to allow fees to line up better with the value of a project, make the fees more equitable, like making it less of a financial burden for small developments, and be comparable to other local governments. This resolution was approved 7-2 with both Commissioners Ballard and Lance voting no. Resolution 219. Consider approving a liquor license for Olive Garden, which is planning a location at 5727 Beckley Road by the Lakeview Square Mall. Resolution 220. Consider authorization for the city manager to reemploy retiree Deborah Lip on a part-time basis. Both of these resolutions were approved 9-0. Resolution 221. Consider approving a closed session of the Commission at the end of the August 15th meeting to allow discussion on 2 legal matters. One regarding a real estate case pending in Calhoun County Circuit Court, and one regarding a workers' compensation case. This resolution was approved 9-0. Motions after closed session. Motion 1. Motion to approve the requested authorization by the Deputy City Attorney for trial strategy in the case of Neil and Rebecca Nyberg et al. Versus the City of Battle Creek. This motion was approved 7-2 with both Commissioner Lance and Vice Mayor Sophia voting no. Motion 2. Motion to approve the settlement offer recommended by outside counsel in the case of Chad E. Stuck versus the City of Battle Creek. Motion 3. Motion to approve the August 15th, 2023 closed session meeting minutes. Both of these motions were approved 9-0. Thank you for joining the City of Battle Creek Communications team for another City Commission Meeting Action Roundup video. Be kind and be well.